Hello there, everyone. Alexman here, and welcome back to another session of Oceanhorn 2, Knights of the Lost Realm. Last time, we tried to explore a little bit of the White City. Also got into here, the great city of Perta Lurafat. And we restored the beacon of the region with its sacred emblem. And now, the Auroras are now becoming best friends. No more clashes between them. And the ambassador is going to stay behind. But he offered us to go home by boat or by walking back. And we're going to be walking back. But firstly, we got a few things to collect, first off, in this town. One thing another, there's actually, I think I did find where the key was for the green chest that was in this place. Now, we didn't explore this completely as we were on a rush, a little bit. It's going to for time, but we're going to explore. There's a little bit of a frame drop there. That's weird. There was a little bit of this we didn't check over here, I don't think. There's a little house over here that we can enter with a few hearts to boot. And I believe... Oh, wait, I already got that chest. Okay, and I don't have the key. That's weird. I thought I had that key, but I guess I don't. I thought I got that key, didn't get that key. But that is... There's a chest in this town. Let's go to that chest up there. But I don't know. I can't remember where I got it from. But let's see about we can explore a little bit more of this town. Might as well explore at least a little bit before we start making the trek back. Also, I want to give a clarification on a quest earlier about the ceremonial daggers that we got started to last session. There's not 13 of them. There's actually 19 of them. Yeah, so there's a little bit of difference here. Also, I came into here, I didn't understand what this place is all about, this library. There's actually a climbable wall right here. It's actually really well hidden because everything else around this place is natural looking. But you can get up here and go all the way up here to find this little entrance right here. This is a little interesting to boot. Come down here. We see a switch. Hit the switch. And doors appear. We're doing a great work for that. Great. Oh, what was this? Hots. What do you gotta say? The legend says that under the protection of Netu, the cocoon gave birth to the Ro tribes, arranging them into the warrior caste and the scholar caste. In the beginning, all was well. Then a conflict began. The tribes disagreed about their supposed roles during the Diafolk Wars. The resentment of those days were never addressed. Today, they stand divided, adding a religious conflict to the pre-existing political turmoil. Well, that was already taken care of. We took care of that. We took care of that nonchalantly. Because that's what we did. We have to get back up, though. Let's go see what that chest we unlocked. Now, the chest we unlocked... Again, most of the treasure we're going to be getting in this is going to be either shards or treasure for money. For the most part now, because we've gotten almost all... Oh, we got a shard this time. Sweet! You found a power shard. Reach of Artemis. Attached to a weapon or item, it gives a small boost in might. And this goes to our ice spell, I believe. We could do... Yeah, let's add that. There we go. Do I have any shards for this? No, I don't have any shards. There are shards we can use for a healing spell. And so we'll hopefully get that soon. But otherwise, that's one chest that you could potentially miss on top of the green chest that, for the life of me now, is baffling where that key is located. Because there isn't much of entryways all over. There's not much of entryways here. Except there's probably one right here. Can I enter this room? We're going to explore this a little bit, then we'll make the walk back. Because there's also something... Oh, there's nothing in here. It's just stuff. Alright. There's also one... Okay. I'm going off on recent tangents and such about this, folks, but... As I did recently just to complete a run-through of this game. For getting myself better familiar with the game itself, along with a few other things. I did notice that there is a warp zone here as well in Pirta, in case you need to warp back. I did recently do a short of my initial personal playthrough of this, where kind of showed a kind of a glitch with this one. You come over here, and you find this little minor beacon that we've been seeing lately. And the glitch I did, for some reason, I was able to activate this thing without this golden sphere on its pedestal. Let's see if I can recreate it. I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but we'll see. I did this end. No, I did. Okay. Okay, no, I didn't. Alright, I won't be able to recreate it. But you can see it on my short, though, if you so want to. Activating the golden spear allows us to warp back to any of the locations we've unlocked. Unfortunately, we haven't unlocked the White City one, which I now know where that location is now. So, we can now get back there very fast. But for the most part, though, unless you're going back for 100% completion, there is really no reason to come back here unless you've bought everything that the stores have here. But we're going to unlock this door. And now we're going to walk back to the White City this way. Why? Because the entire open world in the world of Arcadia here, indeed has all the daggers that we need to find. All 19 of them. I hope it loads here. There we go. Because now, see, we're all the way over here. We need to walk all the way back. We want to walk back this way because there was something I did mention. I didn't show it off initially, but there is a Great White Prison. I have mentioned about the Great White Prison before. The prison holds basically 5 criminals and 1 boss. That's part of all this great criminal overlord such. And all the 5 bosses are overall here in the overworld. They're in small little pieces left and right of here. So we're going to go after each and one of them, because you can do it at this point in time. I want to say, you can get, I think you can get all 5, but I think the last one, the boss, you can't get to unless you actually get all 5 criminals and have an item that we clearly do not have yet. Let's break all these jars here, because again, we might as well break everything here. I think I activated all the chests here. Let's see. Oh, there's a bit, like, this much of a swampland here. So you gotta just walk around here and be cautious. We don't want to get nicked by anything. Okay. Fell down off there. Again, there's not much of a reason to drop there. But I guess this place usually does get covered in water, so it does make sense to have this little bit of a walkway to get around. And again, this world is so beautiful. But we do have a boss. If you see like a alcove of something that looks suspicious. Oh, not you again. I'll take this. The claw shot does need to recharge if you attach it to an enemy. If you use it against an enemy, the claw shot has to recharge. So that's why there's charge shards for it. So bear that in mind. So let's go to this little area. This is where our first optional boss fight is. The Marsh Palace. This place holds a huge tetraroid. Arcane Tower. I saw the hunt for the Nightboard and came here, but the monster, his strength was unnatural. Oh no. Strength unnatural? Oh, what could that mean? For long I have the marshes of North and Pirta have been my playground. I learned from many incident travelers here in my palace and drowned them to the bottom of my pool. I now bathe in gold for the rest of my life. It'd be plenty even after the boss has its cut. So the boss is asking for a cut of the profits that these criminals are taking. Well, it's time to take on our next boss. We go through here, which is kind of a little hidden, by the way, and find this pool. And now we gotta deal with this. Now, all these bosses were introduced in an update to the iOS version of the game, the Apple version of the game. where these bosses were added. These bosses weren't initially in the game, but these are all the optional boss. This is the first optional boss. This is Prince Kissinger, and he is a tetrapod of great importance. They all have a crown on them because they think they're all high and mighty in royalty. There's also like the rest of his tetrapods will basically shoot rocks and jars at you, while the king himself will shoot a lot of these bombs at you. So you just gotta keep moving. The arena is pestered with these bushes and jars, so you can recharge your ammo whenever you need to. No! And bombs are really annoying to dodge here. You can do fire attacks on them. It does a little bit of damage over time. I think electricity does work on him too, I think. We'll see about that. Let's try it out, huh? Electricity's a little slow to start, but we'll see if we give it a shot here. Well, I gotta aim in order to use electricity, which is unfortunate. Yeah, for some reason, electricity, you have to aim. You have to aim for it. You have to stay in aiming form. It doesn't really affect him all that much. Again, I wish electricity was a little more powerful than it was. So use fire or use bullets. Bullets or fire. Depending on what you do, you'll just get ammo back for it. Goodness me. Grab this here, get my bullets back. I'll grab my health spell, thank you. I would find that this is probably one of the more annoying boss fights. Just because of this arena alone and what is thrown at you. Because he throws bombs at you constantly. But, I'm gonna die. If I don't get our healing spell and it's not fully charged yet. Alright, gotta... Oof. No! Oh. Yeah, that's what happens too. He can die like that. Ugh. I was not prepared for that. I mean, usually you're really good at this one, so I'm... Again, this is the one that gives me the most trouble for no baffling reason. Because you just can't really hit this guy physically. Alright, here we go. Alright, round 2. We just gotta keep hitting at him and just keep moving. Because again, those bombs are just gonna annoy you. Again, it's probably best to be on bullets because of how fast they recharge. Take care of you. Again, this is all you're doing to this guy. It's just shooting him once. Just getting a chance to fire at him. And just keep moving. If you don't keep moving, you're gonna die. As you saw earlier. You shouldn't really worry about the other enemies. Just worry about the king himself. Because again, he's the one that's hurting you the most at this point. He's the one that's shooting the bombs out. There we go. And again, I would find out these bosses would be pretty cool, but these ones always take a huge... Oh, man! That bomb really came at me out of nowhere. And these scallop bearers are only out here to annoy you during the boss fight on land. Because the pteropods, you can easily avoid their jars. No problem. You gotta watch out for the prince, though. The prince is gonna give you the most trouble. But again, you can also get you the skill shots, which are technically the critical hits. Just keep constantly healing if you need to. Especially when you got bombs in the vicinity. Now, there's a boss later on that we can also tackle as well. But that boss fight is all a waiting game. And I don't like it very much. But, there you go. Out of ammo. And that's the problem. I'm always out of ammo for this thing. Keep healing, get gun ammo. Again, the jars that break on contact will drop bullets. And also the arena will basically self-regenerate jars, bushes, and everything. So you're never out of ammo or health, depending on what happens. But if you notice, you can get caught off guard like it was earlier. Come on, you. I'm gonna take you down. I'll kiss you in the face with a bullet to the face. Ah. Heal up. Just to make sure I can keep at least another heal shot on me. And again, this guy is just annoying to fight. Now, There is a reason to go after these guys. You do get a reward for defeating all the bosses. And they're actually quite worth it. Goodness, that bomb came out of nowhere. Fire on him a little bit. At least fire has some, you know, range. Oh! Ah! Yeah, I'll tell you, that is getting quite annoying. That bomb is getting quite annoying from his face. He's really... I've never seen... He's usually never this bad with me with this. Usually... When I did my test run of this, I did it just fine. But I guess that is the recording curse for us. Coming in, having a ball with us. Just keep hitting the prints. Destroy the plants. You got C. You should get health or bullets, respectively. They expect you to use bullets on here because most of the drops here do give you a good boost of shots, so bear that in mind. Oh boy. Ow. There you go. Just gotta keep moving and hope for the best you can fire at him. Ah! At least I can use the heal spell when I'm down. Woo! Ah! Oh, come on, you. Don't you dare give me more trouble than it's worth. I gotta keep moving. Again, this is what this boss fight is. It is probably, I would say, the most annoying boss fight in the game. Yes, I say in-game. Oh, boy. He's almost dead, too. Just gotta keep at him and just keep healing when you can. Is it healed? Yes, it is. Come on, heal. Get out of here, you Scarabera. Don't need you right now. Oh boy. Again, I wish I could, you know, wish he wouldn't shoot so much, but he is trying to defend himself after all. And the Scarabera also basically regenerate too, which is also kind of a nuisance. Alright, we should be able to get around him with this now. Should be able to take him down with ease. He's almost dead. One shot should do it. There we go. Ugh. So annoying. The culprit has been transported to the White City prison. You can visit later and claim your prize there. Whew. That's annoying. Now we can get all our good stuff. Now, there is experience in the water. I wouldn't bother with it because it's in water and we don't have a way to, you know, actually obtain it and get it out of the water. So, yeah, just avoid it. Again, there's going to be plenty of experience going down the road. You'll be leveling up in no time. Now, I don't know what really is the max level of this game. Like, most playthroughs I do with this, in the first and second run, I gotta make up to about, like, level 12. And I don't think you can get any higher than that, unless you go out of your way to kill enemies before you actually do the final of the event of the city. The final event to basically end the game with. But still. That'll do for that. We'll go back to that town and get all the rewards after we get the majority of the bosses. Like I said, the other bosses aren't going to give us that much trouble, except for maybe one. And I don't like that boss only because it's all about a waiting game for one of them. But we'll get to that once we get there. I thought I had all the daggers unlocked. I think if that's the case, the daggers are out here. Because I know I saw the map in my last session, so I do know I have this thing unlocked. Should be able to see everything around here. Oh, you're causing me all kinds of problems. Yeah. Yeah. Take care of you. Let's look at the experience. It gives me all the health and ammo refills needed. Booyah!
Threat eliminated.
We just look around and have a ball here. Now you can't see the daggers on screen. You can only see them on your small little mini map, which is kind of annoying. Well, Oh, and again, this world is so big. It's so big and so beautiful. Unlike a certain something I've been... Also, in fact, there was another short I did where I actually kind of hit an enemy with an ice shot and somehow got flung all the way out into the waters. Oceans, and goodness gracious, I got swamped by these guys. Come on. Can't let a hero, you know, walk home with dignity. I'll be tackling your boss later. Yeah, all the bosses, the criminal underground and whatnot, are all just basically souped up enemies of all the enemies in the game, such as the Scarabera, the Cloctos, you know, a bee or a fly or something, and the caterpie or caterpillar that we haven't seen yet. Whew, look how beautiful this world is. I mean, it's just beautiful to look at. Now, I'm wondering why the daggers have not appeared. I know I activate the quest. Well, I will activate the quest if that's the case on the way back, when we get back to the White City. Because now we're not expecting a lot of stuff happening in this session, folks. Not much of story will happen. So, bear that in mind. You stop hitting me! Seriously, you stop hitting me, please. I'll grab your experience, though. Dodge out of the way. There we go. And again, these enemies are just a buzzkill because again they just appear out of nowhere, out of the sky. You're up in the hill. I can't hit you. You little. You're gonna die. Booyah. All right. Let's get about back here. We're almost at the end of this part of the episode here. So. Oh, look at that train. That train is not operable. That's annoying. You think that would be. Ugh. You stop. I'm being swarmed by enemies here. Goodness me. I don't remember them all dropping this much. Heal spell, please. How about we use a little bit of this charge attack? Booyah. Ooh, it took 2 people out with 1 shot. That's actually pretty cool. Booyah! Take you out. Take care of you. So my teammates can walk back with me unharmed. Thank you. Yeah, it's weird they have this really huge railway system, but you can't use it. Which also basically flies in defiance of the railway of the initial scene going into White City. That railway isn't that long, for the record. It's a really short railway. Which is kind of unfortunate, to be honest. Yeah, usually the daggers are usually supposed to appear on screen, so maybe I have to go back and get it. But we'll most likely go back and get those quests, and I'll look at it later. We'll go into this plot here. This is the Observatory area. I do know there's a dagger here, but I wonder if we can actually grab it without even knowing it. Fire this. We can get into this cave here. Scarabera is going to give us some trouble. As usual, they always give us trouble. Why not? If the pathway cave is up next. Ah, man. Guys, you need to stop coming back and attacking me. I know I'm the hero and all, but goodness, that's not need to do this to me. Why are you guys so... Now, I'm not sure if these enemies are, you know, driven by, by dark magic or any of that sort to actually attack or anything, or they're just natural enemies. You know. All that stuff. So we got the way to the pathway cave. Again, we couldn't get into this earlier because this actually requires you to use the claw shot you got earlier. And again, I know I'm saying it wrong, but for the sake of consistency and whatnot, it's also easy to say claw shot, hook shot, whatever you want. This little thing on my X button is probably the quintessential item to use no matter what you do. Like, you will never take this off. Never take this off of the items. So we got up here. Hit this. Give me some health. Jars that are made by the same manufacturer. Get a lot of stuff healing. Take a little shortcut. There we go. You see what I mean? It's just instantaneous. But we want to come up here. Because not only that there is a sort of a place of interest to at least look at. One of the daggers is up here. Like on the ledge, just slightly down from here. I want to say it's up there, but this is like the little observatory. We'll go in here first. So this is the observatory. It's actually quite spacious in here, actually. It actually is probably one of the coolest little scenes in the game. Look at this. Now you can see that there's like planets other than ours out there. They know about them. It's kind of cool. But I wish that, but there's actually, for some reason, there is no story development in this place. It's just here for, you know, looking at to and exploration's sake. But it's just cool to look at. You know, it's just cool to look. Not bad at all. I guess there is some flavor text here about lunar tier reports and whatnot. So it's a job of study the trajectory and all findings. So there was a person here that was supposed to talk, but I guess he's not important, I guess. So it's just about this lunar tier and whatnot, but there's really nothing about it. And it's so weird because they put so much effort to make this look good, but it's not. There's nothing here. No chests, no nothing, no nothing. Nothing else in this lunar tier, which has no bearing on the story whatsoever. Anyway, let's get back to our travel, shall we?